back once again. We have a story that New York City should know well, on top of all the troubles that they're having with the migrants rioting and stealing and killing and doing all that thing and graping. Oh boy, now they done violated with the liberal policies. And I kind of hold this kind of close to my heart because I got a brother that he's like a he's like a brother to me, straight goon, and he knows who he is. And he was telling me like, "Yo, Trump should go to jail for all the crimes he done did." I said, "What the hell he do?" Man, I tell you, the brainwash is strong out there in New York. I'm glad I left there a long time ago. All right, so let's get into it.
The potential trucker protest.
The very high likelihood that there are going to be protests. That's because we've seen hundreds of protests in New York City.
Thank God for truckers.
New York City is going to see an increased police and security presence here already.
As the city braces for an influx of truckers,
worried customers have been snapping up everything in sight. Store shelves that are dwindling or totally empty. The sudden push for preparedness has stores rushing to replenish.
There are fences up, there are police officers on horseback, and they're going to have a security perimeter that stretches for several avenues here. And this is because of the two factors, the two issues that you sort of alluded to right there. The first is
legal hits keep on coming for Donald Trump, and the world is waking up to the full banana republic nature of the judgment handed down against the former president in New York City last week.
The corrupt persecution by this regime will not stop with me. Oh, it's not going to stop with me. I mean, they gave me a fine of $355 million for doing nothing wrong. This was a fine like never seen before. And you know the amazing thing, the people in this country, they understood it immediately. It's all a big hoax. If I wasn't running, I wouldn't have been sued. None of these indictments would happen.
How much is this just the Democrats utterly weaponizing the justice system to punish Donald Trump?
Well, it's unparalleled and unprecedented. This statute has never been used in this way in the history of the state of New York. No comparable statute has been used in this way in the entire country. No case like this has ever been pursued against a leading political opponent of the presidential candidate, or anybody for that matter.
I've been indicted more than some of the greatest criminals in the world for nothing. For nothing. If my plane flies over a blue state, that evening I get a subpoena to report to a federal grand jury.
Boy, I tell you, we are going to hell in a handbasket. Okay, don't get it twisted. I don't think liberals really know what's going on. Let me tell you something. If they cheat this man again, boy, they're gonna get what they want. I'm telling you. All these lefties. Mm, mm, mm. I don't advocate for that. If you have any knowledge, you know what I'm talking about. I don't advocate for that. Like I say, if you don't like it, abandon this bitch. Abandon. When it collapses, then come back and help rebuild and everything like that and flourish. But let it go. That's why there's nothing for you here. There was a video. What's his name? Maybe I'll be able to play it, or maybe not. I don't know. But like he said, they're going to replace you. Let them replace, and watch what happens, and it will all collapse. And then everybody, all those replacements will be like, "Oh, I'm going back to my country," and then you come back and everything like that, and then you rebuild. But it ain't nothing to go war for. I ain't going to fight for it. Nah. That's what a lot of rich people are doing. They just selling off everything and leaving.
So we are in unparalleled waters. And consequently, what we're witnessing is we're seeing a lot of blowback from the business community, the real estate community, the investment community, saying that they will not do business in New York as long as cases like this are even capable. Because here this is extraordinary because there was simply no victim. The only alleged victim, the banks, testified on behalf of President Trump, said that they would not only do the deal again, they were glad they did it the first time, that it was an extraordinarily profitable deal for them to even be in business with Trump. But of course, Trump paid back every penny, nickel, dime, and dollar.
Last week, former President Trump was slapped with a $354 million judgment, plus interest that compounds every day in his civil fraud case in New York. The case brought by State Attorney General Letitia James. In an interview with ABC News, James warning Trump to pay up.
We are prepared to make sure that the judgment is paid to New Yorkers.
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Today we are in another struggle for survival of our nation. I believe it's the most dangerous point in the history of our country.
The Attorney General saying if Trump does not have the money to pay off his judgment, she will go after some of his real estate properties, including the skyscraper at 40 Wall Street.
I look at 40 Wall Street each and every day, and we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
She will not succeed in that effort.
Commercial litigation and bankruptcy lawyer Leo Jacobs says AG James has to get in a long line of others before she might ever see a dime from Trump's properties.
Number one is the other lien holders, equity holders, judgment lien holders, taxes, New York City, New York State. The list goes on and on and on.
You see how delusional these people are? They don't even know how business works. Freaking idiots. Let's go to another thing here. You just see how crazy these people are.
Well, for all those that make fun of me and they said that Fani Willis was wrong and said that she was guilty, with she's not, the one being prosecuted like Trump. The judge determined that she's gonna go. She will be the one, like before, like the beginning, that's gonna represent the prosecution of number 45. So come on, people, tell me something. What are you going to tell me now? So Fani Willis, Miss Fani Willis, still in the case. Hippie-da, yippee-da, yo. And for you out there, F you.
No, my dear, F you. Cell phone records show that they was bumping and grinding before Trump thing. I mean, it's just damning. And looks like perjury. Freaking idiot. Stupid people. What should I tell you, boy? You fire your shot too soon and you just don't know. You embarrass yourself coming up on the internet talking about shit that you don't know. You're an incompetent fool. Here's another incompetent fool.
That Fani Willis is not telling us the whole truth. And somehow, when she was leading one of the most complicated cases in American history and trying to bring justice to America's most notorious criminal and save our country, and as a single black woman is suddenly subjected to an ongoing barrage of racism, terrorism, and death threats day and night, the pressure got to her. And who knows, maybe in a moment of weakness, she was comforted by someone, the only place she could meet anyone, since she probably puts in, 12, 14, 16-hour days, or even if she brought in someone onto the case she really trusted and he paid for her dates. The notion of removing her for these indiscretions so she can't prosecute Trump's attempt to overthrow almost 250 years of American democracy is absolutely insane. Plus, I don't doubt for a second that Fawny's friend could have been paid off through a guy like Roger Stone, who was going to jail for more than 3 years in a matter of days until Trump pardoned him, and who was then caught on tape talking about killing Representatives Jerry Nadler and Eric Swalwell. I say, Fawny, stay strong. I hope this judge comes to the right decision for you, for our country, and the free world. Do you agree?
Yo, have you ever seen this level of stupidity in your life? This is why I strongly suggest to leave. This is just phenomenal. You don't get no more stupid than this. I mean, god damn. How the hell they don't know what's going on and they jump the gun and mm, I don't want to be in a place like this. But you gotta live your life. Damn it. I can't find that video I had. I really gotta keep my stuff more organized. But that's what we're dealing with, people. We're dealing with a bunch of incompetent fools. And I don't feel like going back into that news article. I tell you, this broadcast was long, long. They go into how everybody's doing it, everybody's doing that business, and they just railroading Trump. And mind you, Trump is not the all be all because guess what? He's controlled by the Zionists. But he seems to have a different type of agenda. I don't know. But you know what? I got a prediction. I have a prediction. We're screwed. Ain't nothing Trump can do. But just like I said in his first term, they were talking about cleaning the swamp. You can't clean this. This cesspool is like the La Brea tar pits. You can't clean this. This is beyond cleaning. This is, man, it's over, bro. It's over. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bounce up out of here. I might be back for a live with the agitator. I gotta call him up and see what he's doing if he got himself together. So until next time, shalom.
Guess that's it. Quite right, huh?
Oh well, it was nice while it lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.